Alright, Ray, you ready to watch the version 5.2 special program?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm so ready.
Oh yeah, that's...
We're a tribe of warriors. In ancient times, we were responsible for patrolling and defending all of
Yeah,
Napa.
that was cool.
Ooh. Sure.
So Khan's still managing to sow discord, even after all these years.
If you want to resolve a conflict through dialogue, sometimes you need a third-party facilitator.
No way, she can fly? I was kidding!
Whoa!
The easiest person to find.
She's on like a weird little gun thing. Rocket launcher.
His spirit
Ooh.
has gotten lost and can't find its way back to his body.
Okay.
I just want to rescue someone, and Granny won't let me.
Oh, that was cute. The little hands of the creature.
500 years later, and it's
Capitano?
resurfaced again.
Okay.
I worry that we risk repeating the mistakes of the Cinder City.
As long as the soul is involved, I should be able to help.
Okay, that's a sick looking world, boss.
Yeah.
Be free!
Take me
Oh,
up.
for Mazu Tenki.
This world boss can become other world
Whoa.
bosses? What the frick?
Time to say hello.
Knock him down.
It's either your end or mine! Before the final moment truly arrives, we must fight harder than ever.
That's insane, bro.
So why is Capitano around if there's no Archon quest?
Hey, wait, what was that trailer for if it wasn't an Archon quest?
You're
Is it
acting
just-
like every special program doesn't have a trailer? What do you mean? Every
That's
single...
true, that's true.
Hey travelers, welcome to the Genshin Impact version 5.2 special program. I'm Gabe
Oh, it's
from
a
the
cuckoo
Loki.
soar.
And I'm Kai. We meet again.
Hi, Gabe. Hi, Kai.
Whoa, a cuckoo soar. Want to join us?
Hey, don't be shy. Come out and say hello.
This was adorable.
I'm not sure what that meant, but it was adorable.
She approves of your compliment.
Hey, I didn't know you could speak Saurian.
Oh, I can't, but I can make an educated guess based on her body language.
Whoa, are all cuckoosaurs as friendly as this one?
Adult cuckoosaurs are usually very proud creatures, but there are always exceptions.
Well, since our cuckoosaur friend kicked things off for us, I know just the place to start. The Flower Feather Clan.
All right, let's do it. Cuckoosaurs live among the Flower Feather Clan, which is suspended high above the mountains.
Sense?
This
Well,
is a
that's
tribe
cute.
of warriors, and most of their people can command the power of the skies.
Yeah.
It was
so
the
they're
Flower Feather
animal-based.
Clan's ancient duty to patrol and safeguard the entire region of Natlan. As elite special forces, their job was to detect threats, disseminate
They're basically the Air
intel, and
Force.
quickly neutralize any dangers to the nation.
That area
Though
back
the
there looks
circumstances
so
are
sick.
different now,
That's
the
so
tribe never
cool.
forgot
It looks
its
so
origins.
ominous.
They still hold trials
I
to
know.
assemble the fastest
They literally
teams in
live
the
on
tribe.
Skyblocks.
The trials test a pilot's skill and teamwork with the cuckoosaurs.
so true.
I'm so pumped about
Man,
this
that's a big cuckoosaur on the side there.
Yeah,
It's like an
cuckoosaurs
ostrich.
are the proudest out of all the saurians. They know
They're so
that they're the
cute.
kings of the sky. Cuckoosaurs can consume phlogiston to climb higher or perform a horizontal roll in midair.
So
Holding the
sick.
sprint button allows them to enter an accelerated glide state after a horizontal roll. In addition,
I was
they
joking
can even
yesterday
use
about
phlogiston
flying.
wind tunnels,
I mean, I thought it was
which will
possible,
cover
but
great
like, I was like, no way they would just
So
let
I'm
us
assuming
fly.
that cuckoosaurs
Never mind, they're
are
letting us
really
fly. That's so
Yeah,
sick.
that's
People are gonna have
true.
so many good
So
picture
you need to
opportunities.
Prove yourself in some
Oh my
worthwhile
gosh,
feat,
yes.
like demonstrating exceptional archery skill during flight. That's the only way to become a true cuckoosaur rider.
Wow, that's so strict.
Yeah, tell me about it. But okay, now that we've got a glimpse of the Flower Feather Clan, it's time for a quiz.
What?
Uh-oh.
Already?
Yep, I hope you're prepared.
I'm
Every
unprepared.
tribe in that land has a unique way of communicating with their Saurian companions. The members of the Flower Feather Clan use a special item to summon their cuckoosaurs. What is that item?
Oh, I don't know.
A basket filled with their favorite foods?
Here's a hint. We just saw the answer in the previous video.
I remember now. Horn.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Me neither.
Cucusaurs live far from the tribe
Sound-making
and from
device.
each other. So in order to summon them,
Me
the
referring to
tribespeople use
speakers.
whistles and horns to produce loud noises. So there's your
Oh, that's
overview
cool.
of Cucusaurs. Maybe they sound a little
that's so
unapproachable
cool.
compared to other Saurians, but don't worry, travelers. If you get into a tough situation, then Chaska, the Flower Feather Clan's expert peacemaker, can help mediate the conflict.
Knitch mentioned that her method of mediation is silencing both parties. Is that true?
Well, that's only in special cases.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it a sizzy stack with you. I may have been recording audio just fine, but I haven't been recording my screen at all.
This is why. Oh
See, I got
God.
distracted because you said about I was gonna make sure of that, but then I got distracted because you talked about audio, and then I forgot to.
Oh my lord.
I still have the audio in my face cam. I could like try to line up the video. Editor Finn, line up the
Yeah.
video. Make it work. You'll have to cut out a corner so my face cam will be there. But you'll figure it out, right?
So wait, we just continue recording audio and then later.
Well, I turned on the
record-
video now. It'd just
okay,
be the
good.
first 6 minutes, 11 seconds that I have to like edit in. But
Okay.
I should be able to figure it out. So, all
All right.
right, let's
That works.
continue. What?
Most of the time.
Oh, okay, I see what happened.
Chaska barely needs to intervene. Everyone knows what she's capable of, so people usually find a way to set aside their differences when she shows up.
Oh, so she doesn't just handle conflicts between humans and Saurians. She keeps the peace between people, too.
Exactly. Chaska was corrupted by abyssal power as a child, so she has a strong compulsion to fight, but she knows how to rein it in.
Right. I heard that she was
Until Koichi
abandoned
died.
as a
Anyways.
baby. It seems
Oh
like she's
my
been
gosh.
through a lot.
Yeah, but luckily for her, the Cucusaurs took her in and raised her as one of their own. In addition
I
to
saw one
hunting
raised
and
by a
flying,
Cucusaur.
Chaska
What do you
gained a
mean? That
lot
was
of
only
unique
her.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Okay. Why'd you say that?
Because I knew that someone was raised by a Cucusaur and I didn't realize it was her, but
Yes.
now I remember.
combat
Alright.
experience from her Saurian childhood. When Chaska is in your party, defeating
Very
monsters
high.
will restore phlogiston to your party.
Okay,
While she's
that's
in the
kinda cool.
Night Soul's blessing state, Chaska can
That's so
ride
cool.
and control her
She
gun
rides a
like a
little gun.
Cucusaur. The Soul Sniper
I was
doesn't
partially
just
right
increase
about
her
her.
movement speed
I
and
had a
resistance to
dream.
interruption, it also allows her to get a better angle on her enemies.
Wow, that mid-air perspective is so cool. It seems so liberating.
Yeah, and Chaska's fierce when she's in the zone.
So what's
In
her
the
actual
Night
kit?
Soul's blessing state, Chaska's normal attacks deal animo damage to enemies in front of
She
her.
bonks them.
Unleashing a charged attack in this state will cause Chaska to enter a special aiming mode. This allows her to lock onto a set number of enemies within range and fire up to 6
The most
Shadow Hunt
ridiculous
shells,
fucking
which
kit
deal
ever.
animo damage
I know.
upon impact. In addition, for every Pyro, Hydro, Cryo,
Okay, I
or
saw the
Electro
bullet.
character in your party,
There.
one of Chaska's Shadow Hunt shells will undergo an elemental conversion to deal the corresponding type of elemental damage.
Whoa, no way! So
Okay, so it's
Chaska
a
can
shotgun.
directly deal
Cool.
other
Okay,
types of
unleashes all the
elemental
shells at
damage
once.
based on the
Yeah.
characters in her party. And since she's an animal character, she can swirl them at the same time. That's awesome.
That's pretty
Yeah, I know, right? Her
Wow.
elemental burst
That
has
ult
a
is
similar
kinda
function
cool.
too. Chaska fires a
Pretty
gale-splitting
cool.
Soul Seeker shell during her burst, which deals animo damage. The attack then splits into 6
Okay,
Soul
she
Seeker
learning.
shells, which continue to attack nearby enemies. These shells
they're
can
heat-seeking.
also
That's
undergo
sick.
elemental conversion.
Oh.
That's so cool. No wonder she's one of the strongest warriors in her tribe.
Speaking of her tribe, the warriors from the
They
Flower
really just
Feather
had
clan
less
are formidable
Animal
for sure,
Clan.
but we should also shed
For
some
real.
light on those
Oh my
who aren't
gosh.
as
Dude,
skilled.
her island's like
are
almost
you
the same as
talking about the
Gloran.
wingless? That's what the tribe
Oh,
calls
boy.
people
Oh,
who
so she's
failed
a
the flight
5-star
trials,
because that was
right?
her story
They're the
quest.
challengers who failed to earn the recognition of a
Well,
Cucusaur.
also she had a special burst animation.
Exactly. But the name
That's
doesn't
true.
indicate that those people are weak or deserve to be cast aside. The Flower Feather
Yes.
clan has its own definition of strength. There's a tacit understanding that the wingless are supposed to be protected until they can fly by themselves. But that assumption is challenged in Tribal Chronicles Tlalocan. Someone will dare to ask, what if you didn't need a cuckoosaur to fly? If you could change the rules, then maybe there wouldn't be any wingless to begin with. Now, whether that's the right path is for us to discover. Chaska will also be there to help us find the answer. So, be sure to check out Chaska's Tribal Chronicle if you're interested in what happens.
Is there
I'm
anything
interested
else
in the
that you
extra
can
60
tell
premium
us?
gems.
Same.
Remember how I mentioned that Chaska was raised by cuckoosaurs?
Yeah, tell us about it.
Her Saurian mother will make an appearance in
Yay!
this quest. Even though she's joined human society, Chaska still goes to visit her Saurian mother on occasion,
That's cute.
especially when she
adorable.
needs some help with a tough situation.
Oh, so Chaska still has the soft side, even though she's a fearsome warrior.
Definitely. The Flower Feather Clan is also the setting for the Archon quest
Oh.
chapter
An
5
interlude.
All
That's
fire-
why it's gotta be taught. Finally, we haven't had an interlude since freaking Wanderer's interlude.
This is so cute. Eon-sun's on the cover.
I'm surprised that's not the first thing you noticed. That's the first thing I noticed. Okay. Interesting. That's so weird. We're getting an interlude in the middle. Well, I guess that's the kind of the. Ironically, that is more to the true definition of an interlude. It's in the middle. It's a pause. But that's so weird. We haven't like usually an interlude happens like way after.
Yeah. I'm so excited. Look at Paimon trying to carry her
I
one
guess the
log.
Wanderer interlude was right after, but like the other two interludes are for Liyue, but they came out in Inazuma.
Here's
Oh,
Fuel the
yeah.
Flame. The tribe
Paimon
is
trying to
facing a
carry her
crisis,
one log.
and they'll need the traveler's help to find a solution.
What kind of crisis?
Well, the Flower Feather clan suffered the worst of the abyssal contamination during the battle in version 5.1. It's not just the human body that can't withstand high concentrations of abyssal power. For most people, it also damages the mind. Many members of the Flower Feather clan are suffering from the mental repercussions of the abyss, and the tribe is in desperate need of aid.
Guy has more stars than
Eon-sun will be there
Wrightsley.
too.
Bro,
After
for
building her
real.
own tribe, the Collective of Plenty, she's traveling around Natland to help those
Aw,
in need.
The people of Natland really
I love
value
her.
unity, don't they? No one fights alone.
Right.
That's one of my favorite things about Natland. Oh, wait.
Whoa.
It looks like the captain will also be there.
Yes, the captain will also offer help to the tribe. You may
He's so
pick up on
kind.
some interesting information if you pay close attention to what he has to say.
I will be paying
The
very
captain
close.
rarely gives away too much information in his regular interactions, but his secrecy here seems a little peculiar. So keep an eye out, but of course, restoring Natland's fighting spirit remains the top priority. After all, the war isn't over yet. The abyssal contamination is still around, and we have a very important battle ahead. Natland needs mental fortitude more than ever before.
The Flower
love
Feather
that.
clan is pretty close to the Masters of the Night Wind, where the Ictomosaurs live.
Okay.
That tribe could be another
Ictomosaur.
good place to recover from the battle.
Oh yeah, let's check it out.
Alright.
If you head west from the Stadium of the Sacred Flame and go past the Towering
Yeah,
Wall,
that's what we saw
you
in the
eventually
distance.
arrive at the settlement of the
Oh.
mysterious Masters of the Night Wind. The tribal settlement offers a
That's
unique
very pretty at
glowing
night.
landscape at night. If you venture even further,
Yeah, they're like-
you
they're
might
so
encounter the
cute!
tribe's Wath
Those are
Ictomosaur
freaking
Elder,
Noivern.
or one of the
These are
many
my
shamans
favorite
who can
Saurians.
I
communicate
love
with
them.
spirits.
The
I even
baby
heard
one.
that the witch doctors who live there can help cleanse your spirit. Plus, the graffiti art is really incredible. In fact, there's something special about this one. Can you figure it out, travelers? It's kind of tricky, right? Well,
It
don't
looks like
worry.
a
The
crow.
Ictomosaurs can help us out.
Looks like a bird.
Ictomosaurs are known for their wisdom. They can use their
Ooh.
unique sight to detect things that can't be seen through normal mains.
Whoa, okay.
Right. Ictomosaurs are especially skilled at detecting ley lines and phlogiston. They can absorb power from phlogiston objects to enhance their abilities. Doing so allows them to jump higher, move faster, or even obtain surprising rewards. Ictomosaurs can also
Okay.
extract information from
We have a
graffiti
flying
art
one,
to
and now we
create
have
special
a
objects.
sight-based one.
Oh, I bet that'll
Yeah.
come in handy handy for solving puzzles.
Definitely, especially in
Stop,
Tribal
this is so
Chronicles
cute. I
Mictlan,
love these
which will become
saurians.
available in version 5.2. The first 2 acts feature a lot of intriguing puzzles, so be sure to check them out, travelers. Some of them will
So there's a
require the
world
help of
quest?
which will be
For solving puzzles.
definitely, especially in Tribal
it's Tribal
Chronicles
Chronicles.
Mictlan,
Tribal.
which will become available in version
Yeah,
5.2.
first 2 acts,
The first
so we
2
won't
acts
get-
feature a lot of intriguing puzzles.
We'll get the final
So be-
act, which would be the story quests. So it'll probably be like Seat Lollies, if I were to guess.
Oh yeah, probably.
Be sure to
Interesting.
check them out, travelers.
I love
Some
these
of them will require the help
saurians.
of
These
an
are my
Ectomisaur,
favorite.
and others can
They're
be
so
solved on your
adorable.
own.
I noticed that Ectomisaurs can perform fast-paced jumps when they have enough phlogiston, and it looks like so much fun. Do we know anyone who can use that ability? Besides the new Saurian, I mean.
Yes,
Auron!
Auroron can
Okay,
do it
that
too.
was sick.
Like the
That's so
Ectomisaurs,
cool.
Auroron has the ability to rise into
Oh my
the
god,
air.
he can do
He
mid-air
also
shots.
has a keen sense of perception. While charging an aimed shot, Auroron will enter the Spirit Speaker state, allowing him to extract power from Natlan's graffiti and runes.
Speaking of Auroron, I was honestly super surprised by his personality. Before the 5.1 Archon quest, I thought that he looked
Yeah,
like
really.
a stern, stoic, and
Thought he was
harsh
edgy
type
emo
of
boy.
character. But
Yeah.
as it turns out, he's just a sweet kid.
Yeah, it's kind of unexpected, right? Is he really that sweet, though? Just to think about all the sneaking around behind his granny's back.
Ah, true.
The tribespeople of the Masters of the Nightwind are known for being eccentric, but Auroron really takes it to the next level.
Yeah, it sounds like he does things his own way. I wonder if that extends to his combat abilities.
It does. Auroron is a
Ooh.
bit different from the
Okay.
Natlan characters we've met so far.
Aw!
He doesn't need to depend on the Night Soul's Blessing
I
state
love
to gain
Auroron.
Night Soul points,
favorite.
and he can maintain the Night Soul's Blessing state even while he's off-field.
That's interesting.
Ah, that does sound different from the other Natlan characters. So how do his abilities work?
Let me start by explaining how Auroron gains Night Soul points.
Okay.
This can happen in multiple ways. For example, Auroron can gain Night Soul points when one of his party members triggers a Night Soul burst. He can also gain them when other party members deal Hydro or Electro attacks to enemies after Auroron unleashes his Elemental skill.
Oh, then it sounds like he works well with Hydro and Electro characters.
Which is why they're buffing
Yep.
Electro Charge.
And in combat, when enemies take damage from Electro Charged reactions, or other party members deal Night Soul aligned damage, Auroron can consume Night Soul points to enter the Night Soul's Blessing state and trigger the Hypersense effect, dealing electro damage.
Oh, I see. So you need to pair him with the right characters if you want him to gain Night Soul points, enter the Night Soul's Blessing state, and trigger the effect.
Exactly. Though I should mention that Auroron doesn't need to be on the field to trigger the Hypersense effect.
Wait,
Okay, so he's an
he can trigger
off-fielder.
even while he's off-field? That sounds really useful.
Totally. His Elemental Burst provides a
Yeah, I
convenient
need
way to
4-star,
deal
yeah,
damage and
4-star
support your
Burst,
party.
so-
Auroron performs an ancient reach roll with his burst to summon a supersonic Oculus, which taunts nearby enemies to draw
Which
them
I
in.
could pretty much
Once
already
they're
tell
up
since
close, the
you have
Oculus
it. Sorry,
releases a
guys.
sound wave to deal
Yeah.
damage.
That should be great for crowd control.
Yes, with Auroron in
Okay.
your party, dealing with large groups of enemies should be a lot easier. And speaking
so
of making
cool.
things easier, Auroron can also improve the exploration experience by boosting the gliding speed of your characters.
Awesome.
Okay.
Auroron
That's so
really cherishes
cool.
his
You
friends.
can use the
with
wind
a little
glider
teamwork on
gadget
his side,
plus that,
I'm
just
sure
go
victory
zoom.
will always be
Oh my
within reach.
gosh, yes.
Cool.
That'll be so
So
fun.
we introduced
Yeah,
two of
that
the
is a
upcoming
sick
regions
area.
in this update. The Flower
Ooh.
Feather Clan and the Masters
Yeah,
of the
so there's
Nightwind.
3
But
areas.
there's more. Version 5.2 actually introduces another new region. It's called Ochkanatlan.
Oh, I think we caught a glimpse of this ancient city when we were looking at the Flower
Yeah.
Feather Clan.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful from far away, but those clouds look
Heard the
kind
name
of
before,
ominous.
I can't remember.
It looks completely abandoned. Is it dangerous?
Yes,
It might
this
have
is
been
a
in the.
restricted area in that land due to its severe.
It might have been in the world quest I was talking about that you need to do.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not sure. Either that or I read about it in one of like the lore of like the weapon enhancement or something.
Oh god.
severe abyssal
Okay.
contamination, and
Yes, I
it
did read
seems
all the new
uninhabited.
outlet materials.
Over the years,
Lovely.
many adventurers have come here in search of treasure
Was that
or
little
to slay
buddy?
the dragon.
we get a new little
Unfortunately,
pet?
none of them have ever returned.
I don't think there'd be a
The
pet, it'd
Flower
probably
Feather
be a
clan
companion,
often
like
sends riders
Sorish.
to patrol the
Yeah.
area and to
call
prevent
them
people
pets.
from getting too close.
They're not pets.
Wait, did you say slay the dragon?
Yeah.
Slay.
I know we introduced some adorable saurians earlier, but this creature
Whoa.
is actually
Whoa.
really terrifying.
Oh.
It occupies this ancient city and guards it fiercely. If it detects an intruder,
Holy crap,
then
this
it
is
will
like Dark
attack
Souls.
without hesitation.
That is actually like Dark
Okay,
Souls.
That's pretty concerning.
Oh my gosh.
Just random fireballs
easy
out of
to
nowhere and
take
a dragon
human
flying
saurian
over.
coexistence for granted
That's
these
so
days,
cool.
but it actually took generations of effort to reach this point.
Yeah.
This relationship wasn't nearly so harmonious in the ancient past. Travelers will need to explore Ochkanat land to uncover
this
the
is like
reason
ancient
behind this
Notland.
dragon's rampage.
Yeah.
Of course, travelers won't have to
That's
do
so
this
cool. I'm gonna
alone.
explain the crap out
Here,
of that.
take a look.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
so cool.
What's that?
This is a very
It's so
important
cute.
companion who will help us explore
He
Ochkanat
looks like a
land.
young
His name is Kokoweek. As for his power,
He's Coco.
well, why don't you take a
It's
guess?
Coco.
Okay, is he our moral
he's gonna
support?
piss on
You know,
us.
maybe he could
No,
make
he's-
a cute
oh my
noise every now and then to cheer us up.
Hey, let's not put our Tapetlosaur friend out of a job. Little one works really hard.
Okay,
Yeah, little one works very
then
hard.
I've got nothing.
Remember how I mentioned that Ochkanat land is heavily corroded by the abyss?
Mhm.
Well, that's where Kokoweek comes in. We can use his power to clear abyssal contamination. Well, that's
I don't know who Bona is, but he called him Coco too.
where
Oh,
Kokoweek comes in. We can use his power to clear abyssal contamination. Follow the direction indicated by his light to collect secret source scraps.
I realize I
and
haven't said
enhance
the
his
banners
power.
yet.
Once Kokoweek
wow.
has enough power, you can take him to
Sure.
track
Okay,
down
let's see,
the
let's see
evil
how
dragon.
correct my.
What a
thing is.
useful little guy.
That dragon's
I know,
so
right?
sick.
Now,
Dragon of
travelers
the
can
City of
explore
Flowing
Ochkanat
Ash.
land with
That's
two
a sick name.
companions, Kokoweek
That's
and
so
Little One.
cool.
In fact,
We have
I've
two
heard
buddies
there's
now.
even a special token around here that can enable Little One to traverse a volcano. A new adventure with Little One awaits in version 5.2.
Okay.
This update will bring us one
That's
step
that
closer
is a
to
world quest
uncovering the
I'm definitely
mysteries
going
of
to
Little
do.
One's past.
That's
Familiar
cute.
Saurian companions can also help us explore Ochkanat land. For example, with the help of a Kaholasaur, we can evade source mechanism attacks. With the help of an Ikitomisaur, we can solve certain puzzles. Mechanism
Greg, it's your favorite bullet hell.
Yay!
attacks.
Also,
With the
I
help
just
of
had a
an
random thought.
Ikitomisaur, we
What
can
if they
solve
put
certain
Nuvolet and
puzzles.
Zhongli
With
for
the
the
help of a
banners?
Kukusaur, we might even be able to chase
But
down
they
the
can't,
evil
right?
dragon.
Because
But we'll leave the rest for you to discover,
Nuvolet
travelers.
just
Wait,
happened.
Okay,
Are
wait,
those-
why?
I don't know. I just really want it to be Nuvolet.
Some
Is
kind
that
of
even
lava
possible?
fish? Does
I mean, he ran with Kazuha, and Kazuha was in 5.0, so it is, but it'll be kind of weird.
Oh, yeah.
Are you saying that because you read a leak that there was going to be a bullet?
No, I haven't.
I won't believe you if it says it's going to be Nuvolet and Zhongli.
does this mean we can fish in Netland?
Yes,
I didn't read
but
anything.
I've got some friendly advice, travelers. You should be very careful while exploring Ochkanat land. Some of the abyssal monsters here can distort
Yeah,
their
that boss
appearance
is
to mimic
fucking
powerful
sick.
enemies.
That's
It's like the
insane.
air tree
Such as
from
the tenebrous
frickin'
Papilla can mimic even
Elden Ring.
stronger enemies.
Huh? It looks like these monsters take the form of plants outside of combat.
Yeah,
Yep,
it's like
that's
the
true.
Mima Flora,
The
I
Abyss
think they
has
were
corroded
called.
Natland's ley lines,
That's
allowing
so
these
cool.
monsters
Boss.
to read the memories inside of them and mimic
So it looks
creatures
like
from
it'd be
Tevat.
How do we
Any
defeat them?
of the
Travelers
world
will need
bosses.
to use elemental attacks
That's
to break
so
the
cool.
enemy's protective
Yeah,
void
that's
wards.
probably my
Doing so
favorite
allows them to
looking
take damage
boss.
and
That's
causes
super
them to
sick.
enter a brief state of
Yeah.
confusion. Night Soul aligned elemental attacks are especially
you're gonna be pulling for
effective against
Chaska?
these wards.
Wow,
Uh-huh,
the
I think
Abyss has
so.
gotten so advanced. It's
I know.
scary
Also,
I
to think
changed
about
my
how much
banners
harder these
thing.
fights will get.
Your banners thing?
Yeah, Zhongli and Kokomi. That's who it's gonna be. Because I want Kokomi.
Okay.
And that makes more sense.
These abyssal monsters continue to evolve.
Yeah.
Okay,
Cool boss.
that was a lot of
That
information to
is,
take in at
it's
once.
so cool.
But before we take our first break, we still have a couple of short announcements. Really short,
Okay.
I promise. First up, limited time exploration rewards will be available
Yay.
in version 5.2. Just like in version 5.1, travelers can earn up to 400 extra Primo Gems. And the rewards will be available all the way through version 5.3. It's now time to introduce the event wishes. In the
Okay.
first
Yay.
half of version 5.2,
Lenny?
travelers can
Lenny?
look forward
Why
to
are you
event
giving
wishes
us
from
Lenny
Chaska
again,
and
bro?
Link.
I don't want his
Aurora will
femboy
also
ass.
receive a drop rate boost. And in the second
Okay.
half of version 5.2,
What?
we'll have
Hey.
I didn't. Cross my heart.
I don't believe you.
Cross my heart. Hope to die.
Yeah, you're gonna die because I don't believe you.
returning event
I
wishes for
swear.
Dongli and New Villette. The weapon
Why
banner
is
will
New
feature a new
Villette
5-star
there and
bow,
Zhongli?
Astro Vulture's Crimson Plumage, and 2 new Natland specific 4-star weapons. Be sure to
Those
check
look
them
so
out if you're
cool.
interested.
All right, it's time for our first break. Once we come back, we'll dive right into the event portion.
So, I don't think I'm gonna pull on anything other than Chaska.
Yeah, because you have.
And I don't want Lenny.
Yeah. Why are they putting Lenny in there?
Why is New Villette already getting one too?
That's what I want to know. Because I was just saying that because I really want him. And then I did see someone say, hopefully Zhongli will be in it because he needs a rerun.
I
And so I
really
was like,
wanted them to
okay.
rerun him during Lantern Rite, because he's never been rerun during Lantern Rite, and it just made sense to me.
Yeah, me too.
I thought Venti or Farina made way more sense.
Mm-hmm. And then I was just
Okay.
wondering,
Whatever.
why are they rerunning New Villette so early?
No,
And
they,
Lenny.
they did it for Kazuma, but I'm like, okay, Kazuma always gets special treatment. But Lenny and New Villette's really weird. Like, we have Kokomi, Ganyu, and Shenhua, who haven't been rerun since Sumeru. We have Child, who it's been over a year. And we've had Wriothesley, who has literally just still not gotten one.
Poor
New Villette
Wriothesley.
got 2 reruns before Wriothesley got 1.
Hey, they're doing my boy
Lenny
dirty.
as well. Lenny, both Fontaine characters got 2 reruns before Wriothesley got 1.
This is racism towards Wriothesley.
It's not racism. They're all the same race. You
I know.
fuck.
Well, not New Villette. He's dragon.
That's a different species then.
Well, I'm gonna need to be
Venusaur.
saving up my
Yeah,
Yeah.
you want Zhongli and New Villette. And
I'm
you
not
said you
gonna
want to
get-
get Chaska as well.
Oh, why do they always do this to me?
Yeah, I'm only going to be
Lord.
pulling on Chaska. If I get her, like, you know, early, I guess I'll throw some pulls into Lenny just to have him for the collection.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously I'm not pulling on Zhongli and because I already have those bitch-ass mofocus.
Yeah. I need all 3. I already have Lenny.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
You have
funny.
talking memeing too.
Oh, this is so cute. Yes. Lenny, Tuck, and
Welcome back, travelers.
Welcome back.
Okay.
Turn it up.
New 4-star sword for an
So
event.
in the first event, we'll get to learn more
Nice.
about the Masters of the Nightwind.
That's right. In the version 5.2 event,
That sword
Hitomi
looks dope as hell,
Spirit-Seeking
I want
Scrolls,
that.
It does.
travelers will team up with Citlali and Auroron to get to the bottom of a mysterious accident that occurred within their tribe.
Travelers will need to complete combat challenges to
Oh,
defeat
yay.
enemies who try to disrupt the ritual. They'll also need to reconstruct scenes from the tribe's woven scrolls and gather lost spirits scattered throughout the region. Travelers will only be able to uncover the truth if they collect all the clues. But don't worry, there are also various rewards to earn along the way, including Primo Jams.
Ooh, I really like the vibe of this event.
Oh,
it
that's
looks
so
like
pretty.
Citlali is performing some
Huh.
kind of ritual. It's also mysterious.
When a situation gets tough, it's Granny to the rescue.
Definitely.
Citlali and Auroron have some really fun dialogue in this event.
I'm always grabbing the popcorn whenever these two interact. They're practically a two-person show. And speaking of fun, let's get into the event gameplay. First up is the Search for Lost Spirits minigame.
Is this like hide and
Travelers
seek?
will have to work together to herd
Oh, no,
the
this is
scattered
like
roaming
the,
spirits into specific
other event
zones
for
to
Fun
earn
Valley Film
points.
Festival.
Pay attention to the conditions on the field if you
Oh.
want a higher score. For example,
so cute.
travelers can jump on stone slabs that appear on the field. These slabs will break open and release even more spirits. Storms may also appear during the game. You can track down spirits more effectively if you pay attention to the direction of the storms.
In Evil Banisher, travelers will need to
Okay.
select the right teams to complete the objectives. Completing all of the
It's like there's
objectives
no
will
trial
award you the
characters for
Vanishing
this.
Aura, which allows you to deal AoE damage
could
by
change.
spraying paint at enemies.
True.
That paint really matches the Masters of the Nightwind's aesthetic. It's super cool.
Yeah,
Great,
and so
Splatoon.
does the Spirit Loom in restoring fragments.
Okay,
This
this
is
I
so
like.
cool.
Silali will use
It's
her
a
powers to
puzzle.
reveal special fragments. Travelers will need to piece these fragments together and assemble them on a woven
I
scroll.
love this so much.
Make sure that you pay attention to the order and positions of the fragments.
Okay.
Oh,
I have
there's
enough
something
hours
else
in
that we
Paint
should
on
mention.
Net to know about
Travelers
layers.
can obtain a new 4-star sword by completing
I
this
love
Can we
event.
click on it
layers.
so we can see a
The
description of
design
what it does?
definitely fits the Masters of the Nightwind. It looks like some kind of ceremonial
So silly.
artifact.
I totally agree. Oh, and this event will allow travelers to learn more about Natlan's secrets. For example,
Cool.
this quest will reveal new clues
Oh, yeah.
about
We
a
haven't heard anything
mysterious
about
and
the Mare
legendary
Javari.
place, the Mare Javari.
Wow, we've been hearing about this place since Mondstadt.
Yeah,
It'd be nice
really.
to get some new information.
Howie.
On a related note, the Adventurers Guild
Catherine.
has prepared a
That's
new
really
trial
pretty
for
art
its
of you.
members.
This is so cute.
Active adventurers have been invited to take on
Never
the
did I
challenge,
think Catherine looked
including
cute.
the Traveler. Travelers
Yeah.
will need to complete
Travelers.
various challenges with designated characters and
Whoa.
fully
Oh,
leverage
this
their
looks
skills
sick.
to earn rewards.
This looks so
I
fun.
know you're up to the challenge,
Like-
travelers. Good luck.
Like
In
older,
Mondstadt
like
related news, the Knights
Nintendo
of Favonius
games.
are conducting a war game
Yeah.
to improve security tactics in the region. And who better to test these tactics than the honorary knight?
what in the
Be sure to pay close attention to the
frickin'
game, since the format
simulated
has
universe
changed
is
this
this?
time. Travelers will need to select the combat units and stratagems to deploy against the opposing formation.
All these events are
Oh.
awesome.
This
I love
set,
all
the
of
monsters
these.
will fight automatically.
Yeah.
We just
The
talked
video
about this last night, and I said I liked this event a lot.
Combat units
Yeah.
and
But
stratagems
now it's
are
like-
completely random. You know, just to build some unpredictability
cool.
into the wargame.
That's
the
so
chances of
cool.
encountering elite combat
I'm
units
so
increases
for all
as
of
the
this.
wargame progresses.
What the frick did
Even more
you see?
elite monsters will be available for travelers
Is that
to
a
use.
rogue
It's a volatile
Hilly
environment,
Troll rogue?
so do your best to win as many rounds as possible,
With the
earn
scythe?
wargame medals, and collect the rewards.
If there was one
All
there,
right,
dead.
let's keep the excitement
Well, he
rolling
was
in
just
this next
bonking
event.
the
We actually
slime,
have a demo,
and
so
the slime was
please
just
take a look.
spitting out little water bubbles.
Oh, looks like they're selecting
Whoa.
tactics. Double damage? That sounds powerful.
Oh, this is
Whoa, it's automated.
Want to play
Cool.
TCG?
The elemental reaction effects are
You'll have to play it for
completely
the
different.
achievements if you want those.
This brand new heated battle mode is
I'm
called
down.
Automatic Artistry. Powerful support cards have been added for nearly every elemental reaction. Choose cards that align with your strategies to trigger powerful elemental reactions. The
Yeah, that's
effects
cool.
will change depending on how you play.
Fancy.
In addition, the overall gameplay is very laid back. Characters will automatically duel each other, and skill animations are now shorter in length.
Wow, it's like we got a whole new Genius Invocation TCG after coming back from Natland. Talk about whiplash.
That's right. Even if you've never played Genius Invocation before, I really recommend checking out this new gameplay mode in version 5.2. The new version will also bring a few updates to regular Genius Invocation TCG.
Do you ever feel a little cooped up while you're playing card games? Well, don't worry about that. Our next event will give travelers the opportunity to enjoy the great outdoors. In Claw Convoy, travelers will need to help Lamia track down some adopted animals. Travelers will be able to see the animal's point of view by using
We were
a special
just
tool.
talking about
Once
this
you've managed to
event.
deduce their location, you'll be able to track them down.
Just talking
Once
about
the animals are safe and sound, travelers
is
will
so
receive a
cute.
gift from the mysterious figure who adopted them. I feel like Auroron would really shine in this event. He's definitely an animal lover.
I can see that. I'm sure that
Oh
he would jump at the chance to meet animals from other nations.
Yeah.
Finally, the Leyline
Okay,
Overflow event
wow.
will return in version
Wow.
5.2. If you need Mora or character EXP materials,
I mean, I do need
love
those.
the
I-
animal one.
All right, let's
They're-
dive into some
all these
updates
events are
and
such
game
bangers.
optimizations.
They are.
This is like the-
Is the change to the
Okay, yeah, we read
Imaginarium
about
Theater.
this.
Previously,
Oh.
travelers would be returned
Yeah.
to the theater lobby after completing a challenge
Uh-huh.
and have to reopen the Fantasia Tome to continue. Travelers provided feedback that this setup interrupted their experience. So, this will no longer be the case in version 5.2.
Now I can just click
Now,
next.
after finishing
I don't know
the
why
battle,
that was
all you need to do
not a
is
feature
click
before.
next act if you want to keep fighting.
Nice. Travelers can now enjoy the thrill of combat without any interruptions.
And for all the generous travelers who like to configure supports for their friends, a supporting caster record has been added in the new update.
Okay,
You can
I
now
see it
check
up top.
which friends have borrowed your supports by looking at the supporting cast screen.
Cool. It'll be nice to know that our supports are helping people out.
Yup. Oh, and the party configuration mechanic has also been optimized. Besides the elemental filtering, the Imaginarium Theater will now feature
that's
recommended role
handy.
icons, elemental statistics, and markers for the main types of enemies.
That is so helpful. I'll occasionally put together a random team if I've just started experimenting with some characters, but this information should make it a lot easier to form strategic teams.
These markers will display key information on how to counter enemies, but in a much more prominent position. Hopefully, this change will make it easier for
Okay.
travelers to form the best
I mean,
teams.
I don't feel like it'll help me that
Yes.
much since I.
Now we can
Yeah,
directly
but-
see which elements
Yeah.
work best against specific enemies. That's definitely going to save some time.
For sure. And we can expect even more optimizations in the future as travelers
Okay,
continue
that's
to
cool.
provide valuable feedback about their experiences. Okay,
Yay.
let's introduce the other system optimizations coming
Yeah,
in version
all
5.2.
these we know about, so we can
You can
skip
now
these
sort
if you want,
5-star
but-
artifacts in
Yeah.
your inventory based on when
I'm
you
good with
obtained
that.
them, from
Okay.
the most recent to the oldest.
Although this might
Second,
be the end
the
of-
animations for craft across regions. The feature will automatically switch to the
wait.
compass or
Yeah.
stone that corresponds to your location in the game.
Awesome.
Be sure to check out future announcements for more details on the even more treasure locations,
Yeah,
including
to
Sealies
specify-
and time trial challenges.
Okay,
A
just
quick
as
swap
including.
Darn.
Oh,
Xbox Series X and
Oh, yeah,
S.
Xbox
Log
One.
into
Aw,
Genshin
that's so
Impact
cute.
on Xbox Series X and S consoles to receive the Wind Glider Wings of Fate's Course Intertwined. Additionally, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate members can play
yeah, looks
Genshin
like
Impact.
that. All right, well that's the special program.
That was pretty good, honestly. Excited about the interlude. All the events looked like absolute banger.
Yeah, the events
And-
are really cool. Interlude, there's Chaska's story quest.
Yeah, I'm so excited for the interlude because Eon-sun gets screen time, and personally, I love that.
Funnily enough, I'm actually more excited about the world quest than anything else.
Oh my gosh, that's fair.
'Cause that area looks sick, that dragon looks sick. I want to learn
Yes.
what the frick Coco is.
Yes, that's so adorable.
One of the first things I'm probably gonna do though is mess around with the new Saurians. They look super cool.
Yes, they're so cute. They're my favorite Saurians by far. They're
Yeah.
the cutest.
I liked the current Saurians we had. I especially like the Yumka Saurs, but there was just something about, like, I don't know. There's something preventing me from like loving them. Like the
Yeah,
Petley
that's
Swords were kind
fair.
of useful, but they didn't look, best.
Yeah.
The Imcasaurs were cool, and I liked them more than Petley Swords design, but they still just didn't hit, like, I don't know, there's something about them I still didn't like. They kind of looked like they kind of looked
Yeah.
a little weird.
That's fair.
And then the Coalosaurs were just like, they were scary and the babies were cute, but it was just such a, like, just stark contrast.
Yeah.
Um,
I feel like I like these Saurians so much better because I don't know. Just something
Yeah.
about them.
yeah, my favorite ones are definitely the Ictomi but I like the Cuckoo Saurs a lot too. They're cool.
Yeah. I think Tomisaurs are my favorite.
Yeah.
Cuckoosaurs are so cool because you can
Yeah,
fly with them.
I was so excited for the ones that looked like wyverns, and now we got them. So
Yeah. I'm so excited that you can fly with the Cuckoosaurs.
yeah, that's super sick. All right. Well,
I'm happy with it, honestly.
yeah. No, I'm very much excited. I'll be trying to get Auron and Chaska, I guess too. I was hoping for past characters I'd want, but the only one that I don't have is Lenny, and I don't really want Lenny at all. I don't like his kit. Anyways, I'll end this recording
Yeah.
here because I need to edit this because I upload at 12 and it's 12:03.
Oh dear.
All right.
All
Any,
right.
any closing words, Ray?
Cuckoosaur and the new Saurian, however you say it, is
Ictomisaur.
adorable. Yeah, those are my favorite things. I hope everyone has a lovely day.